Privyet, traveler! It's me, Russia, the largest country in the world, spanning 11 time zones and offering everything from historic cities and imperial palaces to frozen tundras and breathtaking mountains. Every year, millions of visitors come to experience my rich history, vibrant culture, and stunning landscapes. From the onion-domed cathedrals of Moscow to the palatial splendor of St. Petersburg, from the icy beauty of Siberia to the volcanic wonders of Kamchatka, I have something for every kind of traveler. Whether you're into history, adventure, nature, or just enjoying some world-famous Russian hospitality, you're in for an unforgettable journey. So let's dive into my top 10 must-visit places, and stick around until the end for some bonus recommendations. Starting off at number 10, Kazan, the crossroads of cultures. Welcome to Kazan, my Tatar capital, where Europe meets Asia in a spectacular blend of cultures, traditions, and architecture. Explore the stunning Kazan Kremlin, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, home to the breathtaking Kol Sharif Mosque and the Annunciation Cathedral, where Islamic and Orthodox influences stand side by side. Walk down Bauman Street, a lively pedestrian avenue full of cafes, street performers, and local souvenirs. And don't leave without trying chak-chak, a sweet Tatar dessert made of honey and dough. Fun fact, Kazan is often called Russia's third capital, thanks to its economic and cultural significance. At number 9, we have Sochi, the Black Sea paradise. Say hello to Sochi, my sunny resort city, where the Black Sea meets the Caucasus Mountains. Relax on my beaches, go skiing in the Krasnaya Poliana Mountains, or take a stroll through Riviera Park, filled with beautiful gardens and amusement rides. If you love nature, explore the Agura waterfalls or take a dip in the Matsista Sulphur Springs, known for their healing properties. Fun fact, Sochi hosted the 2014 Winter Olympics, making it one of the only places in the world where you can swim in the sea and ski in the mountains on the same day. Next up, at number 8, Lake Baikal, the deepest lake on Earth. Welcome to Lake Baikal, the oldest and deepest freshwater lake in the world, holding 20% of the world's unfrozen freshwater. In winter, my frozen surface turns into a magical icy wonderland, with crystal-clear ice formations and epic snow-covered landscapes. In summer, take a boat ride, hike through the surrounding forests, or spot the Baikal seals, the world's only freshwater seals. Fun fact, the ice on Lake Baikal is so clear that you can see up to 40 meters below the surface. Number 7, Vladivostok, Russia's Pacific gem. Welcome to Vladivostok, my far eastern gem, closer to Tokyo and Seoul than to Moscow. Climb the Eagle's Nest Hill for breathtaking views of my Golden Bay, or cross the stunning Russky Bridge, one of the longest cable-stayed bridges in the world. Visit the Soviet Submarine Museum, where you can step inside a real Cold War-era submarine, and don't forget to try some fresh seafood straight from the Pacific. Fun fact, Vladivostok is the final stop on the legendary Trans-Siberian Railway, the longest railway line in the world. Taking the spot at number 6, Kamchatka, the land of fire and ice adventure seekers. Welcome to Kamchatka, my remote and wild volcanic peninsula. This is one of my most untouched natural wonders, home to 160 volcanoes, geysers, and hot springs. Take a helicopter tour over the Valley of Geysers, one of the largest geyser fields in the world. Hike up an active volcano, or soak in natural thermal hot springs while enjoying the stunning landscapes. Fun fact, Kamchatka has the highest concentration of brown bears in the world, so keep your cameras ready, but from a safe distance. At number 5, Yekaterinburg, the gateway to Asia. Welcome to Yekaterinburg, my cultural and historical powerhouse, where Europe meets Asia. Visit the Church on the Blood, built on the site where the last Russian Tsar, Nicholas II, and his family were executed. Stand on the Europe-Asia border, where you can literally place one foot in each continent. Explore the Vysotsky Tower for breathtaking panoramic views, and don't miss my street art-filled back alleys, which bring a modern, artsy vibe to this historic city. Fun fact, Yekaterinburg is considered Russia's rock music capital, home to some of the country's most famous bands. Coming in at number 4, the Golden Ring, Russia's storybook towns. Step into a time machine and explore the Golden Ring, a collection of ancient towns filled with onion-domed churches, wooden houses, and medieval fortresses. Start in Suzdal, where fairy tale churches and horse-drawn carriages make you feel like you've traveled centuries back in time. Visit Vladimir, home to the stunning Dormition Cathedral, and stroll through Sergiev Posad, the spiritual heart of Russia, where monks still walk the historic monastery grounds. Fun fact, the Golden Ring towns are some of the oldest in Russia, dating back over 1,000 years. Taking the number 3 spot, St. Petersburg, Russia's imperial jewel. Welcome to St. Petersburg, my most elegant and European-inspired city. Marvel at the Winter Palace, home to the Hermitage Museum, one of the largest and most prestigious art collections in the world. Walk along the Neva River, cross the intricate bridges, and admire the colorful Church of the Savior on spilled blood. At night, experience the White Nights in summer when the sun barely sets and the city becomes one giant open-air festival. Fun fact, the Hermitage Museum has over 3 million exhibits. It would take nearly 10 years to see everything if you spent just 1 minute per item. At number 2, the Trans-Siberian Railway, the ultimate journey. Not just a place, but an experience of a lifetime. The Trans-Siberian Railway is my greatest adventure on rails. This legendary train journey stretches over 9,000 kilometers, 5,600 miles, from Moscow to Vladivostok, crossing forests, mountains, rivers, and endless landscapes. Stop along the way to explore Siberian villages, breathtaking lakes, and remote cities. Whether you take the full 7-day ride or hop on and off, this is an unforgettable way to see my vast and varied landscapes. Fun fact, the Trans-Siberian Railway crosses 8 time zones, making it the longest train journey in the world. And finally, at number 1, Moscow, the heart of Russia. Welcome to Moscow, my mighty and majestic capital, where history and modernity collide in the most spectacular way. Stand in awe at Red Square, home to St. Basil's Cathedral, the Kremlin, and Lenin's Mausoleum. Walk along the Grand Arbat Street, filled with artists, musicians, and historic cafes. Admire the Moscow Metro, often called the Underground Palace for its stunning architecture. And don't forget to experience my buzzing nightlife. Moscow never sleeps. Fun fact, St. Basil's Cathedral's iconic colorful domes were designed to resemble the flames of a bonfire reaching towards the sky. Still want more? Here are 5 more incredible places you should explore. Krasnoyarsk, Siberia's nature haven, a stunning city on the Yenisei River, surrounded by mountains, forests, and the incredible Stolby Nature Reserve. Murmansk, the Northern Lights city, one of the best places in Russia to witness the awe-inspiring aurora borealis and experience the midnight sun in summer. Novosibirsk, the Siberian capital, a modern and thriving city, home to one of the biggest opera houses in the world and the gateway to the wild Siberian frontier. Kaliningrad, Russia's Baltic enclave, a unique city with a blend of German, Soviet, and Russian influences, featuring medieval castles and sandy beaches on the Baltic Sea. Veliki Novgorod, the birthplace of Russia, one of the oldest cities in Russia, where you can explore the ancient Kremlin and historic cathedrals that shaped the country's history. And there you have it. From imperial palaces to frozen lakes, Russia is a country of endless adventure and breathtaking contrasts. But let's be real, are you here for the epic train journeys, the fairy tale cities, or just an excuse to drink vodka like a true Russian? No judgment. So what are you waiting for? Pack your bags, grab your ushanka, and let Russia sweep you off your feet.